Welcome back to Let Us Learn to Lead video series on free open source software prepared by M. Srinivasan, Training Associate Mathematics, Kendra Vidyalaya Sangathan, Zonal Institute of Education and Training, Mumbai. Self-learning contents in video form on GeoGebra dynamic mathematics software is presented at this video series. To view the contents, you may join Google Classroom by using the class code 73AUMBO. In this video, you will learn designing worksheet to verify properties of a quadrilateral obtained by joining the midpoints of a rhombus. For preparing this video lecture, I used Windows 10 operating system, a free open source software, GeoGebra 5.0 and a free open source screen recorder software. Let us start. Let me show you that what type of worksheet we are going to prepare. We are going to tell the children that a quadrilateral by joining the midpoints of the sides of a rhombus, what will happen? I draw a rhombus, I take the midpoints and then I verify that it is a rectangle. Okay, we'll get a rectangle. Then what is the speciality? If you compare the diagonals with the length and width, the length will be half of one of the diagonal and width will be half of the other diagonal. And not only that, the area will be half of the rhombus. That is, area of the rhombus is equal to 2 times area of a rectangle. Therefore, there is a property on length with respect to diagonals, and also there is a connection between the area of the rectangle and area of the rhombus. Let us try to make it from scratch. For that, I have taken GeoGebra Classic 5 worksheet. I have taken geometry view. In the option rounding off to one decimal place, labeling of new points only. We'll tell the children that what we are going to do. We are going to get a quadrilateral by joining midpoints of sides of a rhombus. We can ask the children that what will happen if the midpoints of a quadrilateral is joined, then they will get a parallelogram. Like that, any quadrilateral you take and then join the midpoint, what you will get, they can explore. Okay, for that, let us start. I am taking a segment. Okay, escape. I will bring this A down. I will bring this B down. Let me take a circle with the center and radius centered through the point A and then having a radius more than half of it. I think we can go and then put it over here. Now I want to make another circle centered at B but with the same radius AC. For that we are having one option called compass. Touch this A, touch this C. You can get a circle of radius AC, can be centered anywhere, but I want it to be centered at B. Okay, now let me go for the points of intersection. Touch these two circles. I got the points of intersection now. Let me remove these two circles. Okay, now I don't want this C also. Now I want it to be in order. So let me call rename it as C, maybe capital C, AB. This to be B, okay, and this to be renamed as C. Well, now you got A, B, C, D in anti-clockwise direction. Go to the polygon A, B, C, D and A. Okay, now by moving it A and C, you can check this is a rhombus. Now what do we have to do? We have to take the midpoints of the sides. For that, go for this midpoint. Touch only the sides. You can touch A and B also, or you can touch AB, touch BC, touch CD and touch AD, anywhere. Automatically the midpoint will go and settled in that midpoint only. Okay, now we got this EFGH. Let us make it into a polygon now. E, F, G, H and E. Okay, well, escape. Now let us see what actually looks like it. You can move this C only, you can move this A only. Remember, I think it is a rectangle. Therefore, the quadrilateral obtained by joining the midpoints of sides of rhombus is rectangle. Well, now I have made this the statement. Okay, now the child can come and verify. Now the other property, that is, let us take the sides now. I will take the first length now. This I will carefully take it, object property. I will go for its name and value. You can go for value only, but either name and value. Okay, and now you know that the opposite side also will be 6.7. Let us not take it to have to avoid confusion. Let us take its breadth with name and value. Okay, it is 4.8. Okay, the width and this one you got it. Okay, it is f1 or f underscore 1, whatever maybe. Okay, well, now what is the connection of this length and breadth with the diagonals? We are going to check it out. Okay, well, now I will put it over here. F is equal to 4.8. Well, now this diagonal carefully I will select. I will right click it and then go to this object property and then check its name and value. Oh, it is 13.3. Actually, this diagonal AC is twice the length. Let us see the other diagonal now. Segment. I will go for B and D. Well, now escape. I will select it carefully and then right click it, object property, name and value, or simply value. It is 9.6. I'll just put it over here, 9.6. Okay, now what you got it now? It is very simple. The length is half of the diagonal AC and the breadth is half of the another diagonal. Or you can do a conclusion now. Therefore, AC is equal to 2 times the length of the rectangle okay, and BD is equal to 2 times the width. Okay, it's okay. Now I think you can ask the children to pull and push and then check it out. But remember, we have taken only to one decimal place, therefore there may be some kind of approximations, or you can pull and push. Okay, you can very well see over here 12.16. 6 actually is not 6. Okay, now you have to be very careful with that. Okay, well, now what is the connection between their areas? That is highly interesting. Go to this and then click this area. First let us take the area of the ABCD. It is 60.8. Again area of this, it is 30.4. What is the meaning of it now? The area of the rhombus is equal to 2 times the area of the rectangle. Therefore, area of rhombus is equal to 2 times the area of rectangle. Okay, now I think you can make use of these values also, and you can show it over here. You can ask the children to come and pull and push. Every time the area, you can see 67.4, exactly now 33.7, 32, 31.3, 29 point something, 26 and 52. Exactly. Now remember, be careful, this is only approximation sometimes, because you have made it into corrected to 1 decimal place and 2 decimal place like that. For in the option you can go to 2 decimal places, sometimes you can have it exactly. Therefore, if you make a rhombus, take a rhombus, join the midpoints of the sides, you will get a rectangle. This rectangle length is having a connection with one of the diagonal, breadth is having a connection with the other diagonal, and the area is half of the area of the rhombus. And always remember, go for this, you have to be very careful. Whenever you are making any presentation, you should always go for this explaining the children, that is in a step-by-step way, where you may need that navigation bar. Normally the navigation bar, it is always better to do it in the beginning. Otherwise, after that, getting that navigation bar will be very difficult. You have to do all the kind of escape, then right click, you will get the navigation bar. For in the navigation bar, you can go to step number 1. You can tell them, I am going to take a rhombus. What will happen? Now you can just take a rhombus and you can stop in the class, ask them to come and pull and push, and ask them to, what is it? You can ask them. Now they will tell that it is a rectangle. Then after that, again ask them to verify the connection between the length and the diagonal, breadth and the diagonal, another diagonal, and then connection between the areas. Thank you. Let us learn to lead.